live on both. My audio is good. Just want to make sure I'm connected before I start getting into something here. There's nothing's happening. Okay, Adobe Express. There we go. And CANVA. There you go. Get it going. There's a little bit of lag, latency. That's all right. Get this stuff going here. Ask anything you want. I'm doing live stream here for a group that I'm affiliated with, and I can see your chat. If you want to leave a question for me, you can ask me anything you want about CANVA or new Adobe Express. Adobe Express is still in beta, and I've been beta testing for several months now. So I'm getting to use it, I'm getting to learn it and know the tools and implement it into my workflow. And perhaps you can do the same thing. If you like it, you like to use it, you can ask me anything about using it. So I will show, compare and contrast some differences, or whatever you want to know. But for now, I'm going to create a YouTube thumbnail for the group that I'm affiliated with in a crypto group. And so I'm going to be making a thumbnail based around crypto topic. So I'm just going through my notes here to see what that topic is before I get started. Make sure my audio is good. Hopefully everybody can hear me. That's looks like it's good there. And on YouTube, it looks like it's good there too. So I'm just looking at the live chat to see if there are any questions coming in, or if anybody's even watching that. And it's okay if nobody is. Close all this stuff out. Okay. So I'm going back to my topics. Okay. I'm just finding out that the stream is actually 7 p.m. Eastern. So it's going to be 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let's see, should I put that in the thumbnail? So the topic is going to be for this week: is the market topped out locally, or can this rally still sustain? And that's my topic. So I'm going to have to use this text here and generate a new thumbnail based on this. And what I like to do is simply copy and paste some things, and I start with templates. So I go to my Adobe Express, and if you're not using this one, just think about doing the same type of things in CANVA. I look for either a template that looks interesting or resonates with the message. So I actually kind of like this one, this gamer guy right here. I want to make sure that you can see my screen properly, so I'm gonna shrink down the screen just a bit because it looks like this is off. There you go. Okay, now I'm scaling the screen back. Okay, I like this one, the live streamer here. So this one, click on this here. And I want to change the text because this looks kind of funky, like something from the 80s. Look over here to the layer panel and grab the text. And I'll double click to edit, as you do. So I'll click on this one here. Now, this is an issue with overlapping text and things like this. Some things are hard to grab just because of where they're laid out on the page. So sometimes you may click on something, may move it around because it's overlapping, and then edit something and then move it back into place, which is somewhat frustrating. On CANVA, you can lock things so you don't accidentally click on them, but sometimes you just gotta remember to move some stuff back into place. And for this one, didn't seem to make too big of a difference, and actually kind of made it more interesting with these lines right here. So I think I might just leave it there. So the topic we're gonna have for this thumbnail is going to be, is the market topped out locally, or can this rally still sustain? So I could just paste that text in, which he gave me. And that is pretty wordy, so I might have to break this down into 2 sections. So what I might do is use this section here for the first part. I will just type it in. Is the market topped out locally? Make sure there's no typos here. That's embarrassing. Create a thumbnail that doesn't have proper grammar and spelling. And then so I'm gonna segment this. So the headline is going to be, is the market topped out locally, or can this rally still sustain? And these are the most important takeaways. So I'm gonna put one over here, because readability, top to bottom, left to right. So as somebody reads this thumbnail, if they're interested in this topic, they'll read this first, and then their eye may go down here to the next set of text. Or can this rally still sustain? And then maybe down over here, I'll have the logo or a live stream button or something like this. And maybe I'll add some elements of crypto or some stock candles, candlesticks or something like that here. So as far as the text, I don't like this one. This looks like it's something out of the 80s, so I want it to be more modern. And so I'll go up here and choose recommendations. And this is something that is different from Canva, because Adobe Express actually has recommendation where it can show you some recommended fonts based on some other imagery or whatever's in your project, and give you a few options. And it'll actually give you a preview over here to show, okay, this is what it might look like if you clicked on it. I do like these thin fonts here, but they're hard to read, especially as a thumbnail. You want something that's kind of thick and chunky so people can read it quickly. And if the project you're making doesn't have a brand guideline, you can choose whatever you want. Keep that in mind, because if you want something that's easy to read quickly or something difficult. So as far as difficulty, I think this one looks pretty good. I like how it's hiding behind the person, so it's kind of layered, which is really cool. That's kind of attractive as far as thumbnails go. So is the market topped out locally? And that font, I'll copy this one. It's called Acer Bat, B-A-T. So I'll change this one too. I'll click on this text, and I'll remember Acer. And as soon as I start typing in, it's going to show a recent one, which is right here, Acer. So I'll choose that one. And then it looks like there's different in the family. There's different types. So I'm going to choose solid, I believe, to match this one up here. This one looks like it's got an outline too. So that looks pretty cool with that black outline. And what I'm going to do from here is just change the colors a bit, because this brand, their logo is blue and green and some other colors. So maybe like it's recommending these tones, which are either complementary to that pink or the yellow on the color wheel. So I like this color. I'll choose this one. Move this guy around just a bit. And I'm going to match this one too by double clicking and selecting all the text, going to outline, clicking the outline button and choosing that same blue color to give it that same treatment. Is the market topped out locally? I'm actually going to move some of this text around. I will choose the button dynamic text over here. So when you choose something based on the shape of where you want that text, it's going to adapt to it. So if I were to stretch this text out, it's going to align it the right way. If I were to shrink it down, it can maybe put it in the best either situation or angle or shape for that area. So if I need it to be in a small area compared to be a large area or across something horizontally, it's going to adapt to it. And I want to spread it out just a little bit more. So I'm just putting this here. Move this guy over slightly. And then I'm going to select everything, add my outline. I think it was this one here. And the thickness of the outline, I want it to match this one here. So I can't remember what that number was, but I'm just gonna eyeball it. 16 for that one. And over here, it's 35. Okay, so I need to increase that one. I'm just gonna double click all this stuff here. Move this up to 30, 35. Let's see. That looks. Now for here, it looks like it's a bit too much and stuff is touching each other. So I'm going to move this, scale this down a little bit. For this size, I'm just going to eyeball it. You don't want this stuff overlapping itself too much. So 24 looks good. Still overlapping on the T's and some of this stuff. So I'm going to scale it down more. Maybe this 17 looks better. And now I'm going to imbue some of their logos by going over to the section where uploads are. Over here to uploads, media, elements. Let's see. Your stuff. Okay, so my stuff. These are my files. Where are my uploads here? Elements, media. Let's see. Because this is the difference between Canva and Adobe Express here, is that you upload something, you can keep it in folders on Canva so you can find it later. However, on this one, you may have to upload it each time because the folder isn't set up properly to show assets. It's set up to show projects, unless I could filter it. So these are files, but I also want to see assets like ping images for logos and other things, not project files. So the moment, okay, now it's giving me the option because this is still in beta. It says brands got better. You can upload SVGs, logos, and fonts to your brand, things like that. So it's getting there, but it was over here. So media, I'll upload it and I'll make sure that, where is it? Where's my assets here? Here there, assets. Now I think got some logos in here, some pictures. Maybe not. I thought I had it here, so okay. I thought I did have it. Let me just hunt for it real quick because I think it's on another drive. I just want to make sure, did I get it? Thought it was right there. Ah, here it is. It's on the desktop. Okay, add this one on there. So now I've uploaded this logo and I can shrink this thing down, pop it into place. I'm going to get rid of some of these X's over here by either clicking on the UI interface here on the side to choose these X's, move this stuff around. I may replace that entirely, but I'm just gonna move their logo up here. It's a little busy, but the colors pop. It looks kind of neat. Not bad. And as far as these X's, I might actually replace this with some kind of crypto token or something like that. Let's just see what happens. I type in Bitcoin. And now it's got some ping images or some already cut out assets right here. So I'm just looking to see what looks good here. Maybe I can pop these into place. So let's drag that onto the stage here. That's going to replace the background. I don't want that. Control Z. I'm just going to drag it on here and drop it quickly. See if I can replace this and then remove the background here. So I'll get rid of these X's, I think. The 7 right here, I'll just click on X to delete it. Or let's see, right click. Ah, there you go. I think I want to get rid of all of them. So maybe I'll just select it, just delete it. I'll go to the side panel. This is one of my banes of working with the program, is that the layering system is not great. So selecting things one at a time. Well, these are groups, but overlap is a killer because that text is overlapping that X. And without repositioning your assets and things like this, it's difficult to select them because it keeps moving stuff around. So something that needs to be worked on. So now that I have this one, I'm going to remove the background. And it's easy to do in Canva because there's a button to replace the background, but in Adobe Express, you go over here to this dog, remove background, and one click, it's going to do its best to pop that out. There you go. You can adjust it if you go over here and hit reset and you want to paint in if it's a detailed removal, but for me, this one's going to be just fine. And other than that, I think I might be done with this one. I might want to change this color right here of this orange by going up here to either, if there's an effect applied to it, I may try to colorize it. So give it that blue tint, that blue hue that looks pretty cool, or green. And again, these are the company logos. So that looks pretty good. The company's logo are green and blue. So I'm just trying to keep with that theme here. And the other thing I might want to add is live stream, but I don't want too much text in there because if it's too wordy and there's too much going on, people just tune out. So you want to keep it as minimal as possible, just getting your message across. So let's look at it now and in review, let's take a look and just see, does it make sense? Can we read it quickly? Right over there is the text. Is the market topped out locally, or can this rally still sustain? Good enough. And I think maybe I'll just put like one thing that just says live stream somewhere. So if I were to move this Bitcoin over here, let's just see what happens. I move these X's, put the Bitcoin in this corner, scale it up a bit. It's easily recognizable that that's what that is. And then find a button over here that says live stream. We're going to go to elements, design assets. Let's just type in button, see what pops up right here. First thing, what do you know? A live stream button. We'll just click that, move it over here. Now this one, I like the word live stream better than just live because that could be like a recording, like a video camera type thing. So I'll just see what happens if I type in live stream or live. This one, live streaming, could be cool. Let's put it over here. Because some people might click that if they see it's live because they like the interactivity. Just like I'm doing live stream here, you can ask me questions, you can talk to me. So I think that's cool. I'm gonna go with this one, submit it over for approval, and that's gonna be good. So other than that, I am done with this stream. I didn't see anybody have any questions, so I'm going to end this stream. And if you want to learn more about this type of thing, consider following this channel, as I'll try to do more live streams in the future here. And if you want to know about crypto trading and investing, check the link in my profile so you can join this group right here to get started on learning how to trade with the Swing Trade Pros and figuring out like what this crypto thing is all about. And that's good. I will see everyone in the next video. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.